Today I might be doing one of my biggest mistakes ever. I'm ranking, or I should be saying tier listing, all of the math symbols. Basically ranking them from S to best, S as being the best, and E from being the worst. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to change this to Y. What are you even doing here? I'll be the worst. What are you even doing here? So, you're okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. Come on. Wait. Okay. You're smart. You're great. Best of the best. Or just rank them from like this. I think it's obvious we should be doing this, so I mean, let's just get right to it. Alright, so this is the square root. Now look. Now I want you guys to not argue with me because this is the square root. You do it like this. Square root. I told you, it's right there. That's the square root thing. So if everybody's hating me in the comments, what the heck is going on? What is this?
Adam, I think Mama wanted you.
So here we go, guys. So I'm just gonna get to it. Some of these I never used, so I'm just gonna be ranking the ones I did. This is the square root, so here we go. I'm gonna put this up here. Darn it, sorry, I don't have my mouse. I'm gonna put you up in okay. Because I don't really like square roots. Like, they're not really that deep, in my opinion. I feel like I really don't have a connection to square roots. I mean, yeah, they might be cool and all, but compared to what adding and multiplying and dividing and subtraction is, in my opinion, I don't think it's the best. If anything, I kind of think it might be one of the worst ones you've ever seen. I don't know, I'm just saying, I just don't really like it that much. I don't really think, it's all cut up to be, like a lot of people say they like it, but I just don't think it's that interesting. I don't really think it's even hard, to be honest. It's not really interesting. Pi symbol, what are you even doing here? It's going in, what are you even doing here? Literally, what is pi symbol even doing here? It's so stupid. You can just type up 3.14 in a stupid calculator, and it would come up with exactly the answer that a pi equals. Pi equals 3.1 point. The pi symbol has a specific number. When you hit just a pi symbol on a calculator, it comes up at 3.14 on all the calculators. So right there, it automatically tells you that it's 3.14. So it's like going in this tier because you don't even need the button. You don't even need the button because all you have to do is type up 3.14 and you'll get the answer. Yeah, maybe you won't get the repeating, but that's a good thing. I hate repeating numbers. It's like, can you ever end? Moving on, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do times. Times goes up in best of the best. In my opinion, times is a never-ending, thing. I really like times. If anything, times might be the best one on here. Just a feeling that when you first start doing these, and when you get one of these problems on a test, it's so simple. It is so easy. It is amazing. I really like it. It's really cool. The problems are easy. It has a purpose. It stands there. Although adding kind of replaces multiplying, in my opinion, because think, when you add 10 plus 10 plus 10, that equals 30. 10 plus 10 plus 10. 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. But 10 times 3 is 30. So it basically kind of cuts it down into basically if you were to do exactly what it says, like 10 times 3 equals 30, if you actually did the adding way, it's a lot more harder and a lot more just less necessary because you really don't need it. I never read that. No. Anyway, I really like this symbol. It's really cool. So moving on. I'm hoping you can agree with me. I'm dying. Joking, I'm alright. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I've read that. I put that on there. Alright, sorry guys. My girls asking me questions. Anyway, let's continue this, shall we? So, moving on, we just talked about adding, and I'm gonna put it up in your grade. Now, of course, adding and multiplying are like brothers. I mean, they seriously are. When you think about it, timesing is like adding. Adding is simple. Adding is just like multiplying, but easier. But whenever you're doing it like timesing, like 10 times 3 equals 30, that slims it down than what adding would. Adding would take a lot more time. But again, I think it wouldn't, because if you already know what 10 plus 10 equals and what you would get if you add 10 to another 10, then I don't think it would be a lot harder. Therefore, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up in best of the best. Now, will I put it above where timesing is going to go? I don't think necessarily it's going to be that good, but I do think you guys are going to think this is easy, because for me, this was one of the first things I've ever gotten in math class, and it's not that hard. When you're adding, it's not hard whatsoever. It's really simple. Moving on with minus, I don't know. I'm going to put it in okay. I don't think that minusing is the best thing on the planet. If anything, I think it's the most overrated thing on the entire planet. It is so stupid, alright? Like, don't get me wrong. Dividing and minusing are not the same thing. But I do like that minusing is a lot more simpler, and that, for the grade that you get taught this is actually the grade that you should be getting taught this. I really like this symbol. I think it's cool, but it's not the best. If anything, it's like very mid for me. I don't think necessarily you're gonna love it, but again, maybe you will. I have no idea. I mean, a lot of people like things that other people don't, so you might like it. If anything, I'm gonna put it behind square root, because I feel like square root, although it doesn't show much of a purpose, it is better than minusing, because minusing is just so lame and bland. It's like not even that cool. Anyway, let's do this. One of the hardest things for me this year that I still don't even know what I'm doing is actually, well, I kind of got the hint of it, but before, I'm just going to say how hard it was for me to get this. It's so stupid and so depressing, it's not even funny. I could not get this to save my life for about 3 months that we've been taught this, and then until I actually learned it, it's not that hard. But the times that I did, that's why I'm putting it in E tier, because it really does not do me well, alright? That's why I'm putting it, what are you even doing here? I just feel like the way that this is like programmed, the way this is supposed to be designed to teach us is just so stupid. I don't like it. Yes, you know what? We're gonna put this in you're okay, because although it's not not more overrated than pi, it's still not the best. We're not putting it up there where everybody can agree with me on this. You might disagree because you like the simple pi, or you like a squared plus b squared equals c squared, but for me, I don't. I think it's lame and stupid. Moving on with the next one, and pretty hard actually. It's dividing. And I'm saying this one was hard, not dividing. Dividing is actually simple. I'm putting it up in the best of the best. If anything, dividing, you know what, no. We're putting it in your smart actually, because it's not that bad when you think about it, but it's interesting. So I'm gonna say, it is an interesting contraption, but it's not that cool. Trust me, it's really not. So, is this the equal sign? Are they really putting it in here? Of course it has to be the best of the best, because you can't get any answer without this. So, I mean, this is my tier list of all the symbols I've used. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learn a thing or two and see what I think about these math things, because I hate a lot of these. So, see you guys.